Hey guys, Ken here from the Retro Toys Page channel in Malaysia. On the channel today, I'm checking out the Hasbro Indiana Jones Adventure Series Short Round figure. Without a doubt, one of Filmdom's best ever sidekicks, now finally getting his due as a 6-inch scale action figure. And I have to say that this is one rendition that fans and collectors are going to be very happy with. One thing that definitely turned out to be a pleasant surprise was that if you looked at all the promotional photography of the figure, the cap seems to be glued onto Short Round's head, just like with most of the indie figures in the range. But no, the cap, as it turns out, is removable, and that is indeed a very nice touch. In the movie, this is supposed to be a New York Yankees cap that he's wearing, but for licensing reasons, I'm sure the toy cap just says N and not NY. Still, this turned out to be a very nicely detailed accessory piece. Now, this is Short Round from the Temple of Doom, of course, the only movie that he appeared in. And in fact, the very first indie movie that I saw in cinemas as a kid when it first came out, and to this day, it remains my absolute favorite Indiana Jones film. The face sculpt is good, but I don't think that it captures his actual movie likeness. Not exactly. It sort of seems more of an anime version of Short Round's face, okay? That said, it is still unmistakably him, and as I mentioned, fans are definitely going to be happy with the work that Hasbro has put into this figure. Also adding value to the figure is the removable fabric jacket that he comes with, which allows you to get both movie representations of him for your display, including the one with just the light grey shirt that is seen in for most of the film's runtime. As for accessories, he gets a whole bunch, more so than some of the other figures here. In addition to the removable cap and jacket, he also gets the lighted torch with a translucent flame effect, something that Hasbro is getting famous for these days with their figures, whether it's translucent blast effects, spark effects, or flame effects. Okay, they've got the translucent action covered. Short Round gets the voodoo doll of Indy, absolutely guaranteed to be one of the smallest accessory pieces that you will ever own. And yet, so detailed. Even at that size, they managed to sculpt the whip, and you do see some facial features. That's right, there's a face there made of mud. And then there's the dagger, another really tiny piece. Now you drop this thing among some toy boxes and that's it. It's gone. Okay, you'll never see it again. Now a child with a dagger and a voodoo doll. It's amazing that Hasbro could even get a toy of this out at retail. But then again, there probably isn't a modern day child out there who even knows what Indiana Jones is. Okay. Now, as this is part of the build and artifact wave, you get the massive back piece of the statue accessory. There are actually two parts to this, and man, I can't wait to get the whole thing assembled. Now, you see how this thing has got so much detail to it, right? The paint apps are just solid, okay? Just so much ancient wear and decay. It's all around it. My favorite accessory though has got to be the separate fedora hat piece for Indiana Jones. Now they put up a whole bunch of Indiana Jones figures. All those figures that came with the hats, the hats stayed onto the heads. Okay, you couldn't get an Indiana Jones figure with a removable fedora hat. Okay, but they did also put out a bunch of indie figures that had his full features without the hat on. And this separate hat piece can go well with those heads, I suppose. I'm gonna have to check it out. But in the meantime, you could also have Short Round here. Put it on. Okay, check this out. Okay, this is young Indiana Jones. Okay, young Vietnamese Indiana Jones. How about that? Okay. As a matter of fact, this actual toy is in fact made in Vietnam too. Okay, so yeah, it's all coming together. Anyway, Short Round here is just a fantastic figure. I gotta say, honestly, this is a labor of love to the fans who've been waiting a long time to have a Short Round figure to complement that Indiana Jones figure. Guys, let me know in the comments what you think about this action figure for Short Round as part of Hasbro's Adventure Series. And I'll catch you guys again real soon with more content. Take care out there.